What's up everybody? I'm Matt Schueller and today we are going to talk about stress and anxiety because life is hard and sometimes you just need to talk about that. Or you can just put on your shades and pretend like nothing matters because as long as nobody can see inside your eyes, they can't see your emotions. That sounds really depressing. People who have anxiety experience excessive chronic worry. And for those of you who do not know, general anxiety or generalized anxiety disorder is a condition that a ton of people around the world have, and it's increasing in number every year, which is crazy, but life is crazy, and that's why we're worrying so much, and it's really bad. We just need to talk about it. Everybody just breathe with me real quick. I was also featured on Life Noggin's new video about anxiety. I'm a little animated character in it, so it's really cute. Life Noggin's a really cool YouTube channel that takes complex scientific things and turns them into easy to learn videos. So I have decided on 6 tips to give you to manage anxiety and stress. Here we go. Tip number 1, take control of how much you worry. My life sometimes feels like it's spinning out of control, but then I take a step back and I realize that's not even something to worry about. It's something that is out of my control because worrying about it is not doing anything for me. Any good. When I try to acknowledge and put a name to it and be like, okay, that thing is something that is beyond my control and I do not need to worry about it, it helps me compartmentalize the things that I really need to focus my energy towards. Which is really hard to do in the moment because it's so freaking overwhelming. But the effort of taking a breath and just taking a moment to be like, okay, let me think about this, really does help to kind of like give that space to be like, all right, address the situation, what's happening, is it in my control? Moving on. Tip number 2, surround yourself with good people. Hi Michael. If you're around people who constantly feed into your worries and fears and give you that negative energy, then that is going to keep you from feeling better, especially if you're having some kind of panic attack. However, if you surround yourself with people that you trust and people who support you, then you're gonna feel a lot better, especially if you're in a really sensitive state. Tip number 3, exercise regularly. Aerobic exercise not only helps relieve stress, but it also releases endorphins, which makes you happy. And happy people don't kill their husbands. It is recommended that a person gets at least 30 minutes of exercise a day, which is super difficult, but if you get yourself on a schedule and are able to do at least 3 times a week or 4 times a week, that's great too. Even walking, just walking around the block in the neighborhood actually makes me feel a lot better. It's like peace. Tip number 4, get enough sleep. I think this is the most difficult tip to follow. I try so hard to plan out my sleep schedule and then I don't because I want to stay up and I don't want to get up and it's a mess. Sleepiness can also impair judgment, surprise, surprise, making it hard to distinguish between something that is a serious threat or something that is just a minor annoyance. Tip number 5, cognitive behavioral therapy. The therapy seeks to limit the amount of negative thoughts the patient is having, as well as change how the patients react to certain situations. Tip number 6, educate yourself. Research some symptoms, talk to some people who also suffer from anxiety disorders, and talk to a doctor if possible. Honestly, knowing that you're not alone can be extremely reassuring, and but it's true, just people don't talk about these things as much because it's not something that people want to talk about. It's like a thing that they feel negative about and they don't want to share. There's a lot of harm in not talking about mental health because then other people who are also suffering from similar things don't know that it's okay to talk about it and they can keep it under wraps. Overall, if you haven't gotten anything else from this video from all the other tips, talk about mental health because I think we just need to be open about that kind of stuff. That's my biggest piece of advice, is to talk about it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm feeling much calmer after going over those tips. Also check out the Life Noggin video that I am featured in. I'm putting the link in the description below, so go click that. Give this video a like and share it with your friends. Also leave a comment down below on what you do to relieve stress or to kind of get through anxiety. I want to know if you have some helpful tips because that is gonna help me along with everybody else watching this video. So go comment. Alright everybody, that's it for today and I will see you next time. Bye!
Now that gay marriage is legalized, I have so much more time in the morning. I added an extra 10 minutes to do my hair.
I think I'll just start studying to be a divorce lawyer. We're definitely going to need a few more of them.
I'm probably just going to continue to update my Pinterest wedding board until I find my Prince Charming.